folks. Today I am going to be talking about a classic game called Stop Thief, Electronic Cops and Robbers. This game was made in 1979. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. Now, I like this game a lot just simply because it's very, very vintage and nostalgic because of this unit right here. This is basically a game where you're trying to catch a robber and you are playing a cop. The interesting thing about this game is that you're going to be using this electronic scanner, and it's very old school, to try to find the thief, mainly using sounds, your deductive skills, and the dice. And you'll also have some cards that you can use as well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to play this really vintage game right now. Okay, so I'm going to just show you the components of this game really quick. First thing we have are our detective agency cards. Everybody is going to receive one of these cards in the beginning. We also have these Stop Thief cards right here. These are cards that you're going to be able to use during your turn. You're going to start with 3 of them. Here's some of the cards that you can have. You can go 5 extra spaces, move anywhere, take another turn, buy a tip for 50 bucks, buy a tip for 100, free tip. There's various cards here that you can use. These are the thieves that you are going to be hunting. You're going to start with 1 thief. And every time you catch a thief, you're going to receive the reward money. In this case, it's $900. The object of the game is you're trying to get to $2,500 first. And then, of course, you have your money, and then the dice, and then the detectives. There's 4 of them. And then, of course, the cream of the crop, the electronic crime scanner. This scanner is going to help you determine where the thief is by the different sounds that it's going to make during your turn. So, I'll turn it on. I'll show you the sounds that you will be hearing during the game. Through the clue button. This sound is usually the sound you're going to hear first. This is going to tell you what building that the thief is in. In this case, it is in Building 1. Building 1 is right over here. This is Building 2, Building 3, and Building 4. In the start of the game, whatever building that the thief is in, he's going to start in one of these red spaces over here. So you'll kind of get an idea where he is. Okay, next sound. That is the sound of the thief walking. Typically, a thief will move 2 spaces from where he was last at. So if he was here, he can move here, he can move here, he can move here, etc. That is the sound of a thief opening a door. All these buildings have doors. The doors are located here, here, here. They're just little gray spaces. That is the sound of a window breaking. Windows are located here on the edges of the buildings. Here's one, here's one, here's one, etc. That is the sound of the thief walking down the street. Streets are located here on the edge of the board and also here in the middle. Alright, that's the sound of the thief using the subway and then getting off. Subways are located on the corners of the board here, and it's also here in the middle. If the thief takes the subway, he'll take the subway and he can end up on any one of these points, and he'll get out somewhere. The other sounds that you're going to are on here is if you make an arrest. If you make an arrest, I'm trying to make an arrest. You'll hear that, and that's the sound you're going to hear if you catch the thief. Here's another sound. I think this is if you don't catch him. Okay, that means you haven't caught him. And then there's one more. Alright, and that sound means that you were in the spot the thief was in, but he ended up getting away from you. So you're going to be using this scanner to try to help where you find where the thief is. Okay. Movement basically works like this. You roll the dice and then you move the appropriate number of spaces. If you get to the subway over here, what you're going to do is whatever you roll, you're going to go into the subway and then stop. On your next turn, you will then be able to get off the subway, roll the dice, and then move that number of spaces. So in this case, if I was over here and I roll the 4, I could pick one of these spots. Let's say I pick this one, and then I can move 4 spaces. Now, certain parts of the board have a number on them, and these numbers are going to be used to help you make an arrest. So what you're going to typically do is if you want to make an arrest, you'll hit the arrest button right here, and then you're going to type in the building number or the street number and the number next to it, the spot. So in this case, let's say I wanted to do, where is it? One of these numbers. That one there, 54. This is building 1, so I would type in the arrest button, and then I would type 1 for the building, and then 54 for the spot. And you can make an arrest as long as you are either on the spot or right next to it. The other thing about this game is if you go ahead and try to make an arrest and it turns out that the thief is not there, you're going to be penalized with a false arrest. So what that means is you're going to take your agency card and you're going to basically lose your license and you're going to turn it over. What's going to happen is you're going to have to pay a fine on your next turn in order to use this card again. However, you're not going to be able to use him until your very next turn. So you're basically going to lose a turn if you end up making a false arrest. So I'm going to go ahead and just take you through a couple moves just to show you how the game works. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to turn over the thief card. He's worth $900. So we turn him on, and he is in building 3. So building 3 is over there. So the first player is going to go ahead and go. So the first player gets 3 stop thief cards. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to hit the clue button over here. Okay, that sound means the thief has not moved. So that means he's going to be either in one of these red spaces. So now he's going to look at his stop thief cards and see if there's anything that he wants to do. He's got some free tips. Now a tip will tell you exactly where the thief is. So I'm going to go ahead and play a free tip card right here. And then I'm going to hit the tip button and hold it down. And it says 355. So that means he is in building 3 on space 55. So that means he's right here. So now I know exactly where he is. So then the next thing is to do, I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to go ahead and move 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm only allowed to use 1 stop thief card per turn, but I'm going to go ahead and draw another one and replenish my pile. So anytime you use a stop thief card, you're going to go ahead and draw another one. And so let's say the next guy gets to go. He pushes his clue button, and again the thief has not moved. So now now my guy decides he's going to use a stop thief card as well, and he says he's going to go ahead and take another turn. So he plays the take another turn card. So he's going to basically get to roll twice. So he rolls once. And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and since now he's going to go ahead and go again. So he's going to hit the clue button one more time. And again, the thief has not moved. He's not a moving thief today. And so now the guy looks at his cards, and he decides he's going to buy a tip for $50. Now everybody's going to start with money. So let's say he goes ahead and pays the $50, and he hits the tip button. And he once again, the other player now knows where he's at. So let's just say he ends up getting over to space 55 over here, just by luck or whatever. Anyway, if he wants to make an arrest, all he's got to do is hit the arrest button, hit building 3, and then space 55. Okay, so he went ahead and he made an arrest. So what's going to happen is he's going to receive this card, and he's also going to receive $900, and that thief is caught. Then we go to the next thief, and this thief is worth $1,000. So basically the game is going to keep on going like this, and the person who ends up getting $2,500, whether it's by catching a thief or by collecting money using a stop thief card, is going to win the game. And that's how you play Stop Thief, ladies and gentlemen.